Please welcome Roger Silbert.
Well, I come to the Midwest from California and can utter the line I have been aching to deliver my whole life. Greetings, Earthlings. Yeah, we've decided to suspend reality in California. It was harshing our vibe. You know, it's like Charlie Sheen says, reality is for people who can't handle drugs. So we've just made it optional in California. But you don't have that option here. You have to deal with the real world. So you don't have that, but you do have Glee. How many people watch Glee? Glee is one of the most popular shows on TV these days. I'm not seeing too many hands, but I'll tell you about it. Yeah, some people are very enthusiastic about Glee. We're also becoming a just-in-time society. Now, we're an information economy, right? An information society. What does that mean? Well, it means the raw material is information. And it means we want and we need and we get just the information we need, only where we need it, only when we need it. That's extraordinary. I think population growth is a good thing. Some people see problems, depletion of resources. I see more people producing more wealth and producing solutions to problems. There are about 75 million baby boomers. And according to a recent poll, a majority say old age begins at 80. That's 2 years higher than US life expectancy. So I guess 70 is the new 50, and death is the new old. Well, we've all heard a lot about work-life balance, haven't we? I think it's more accurate to talk about work-life integration, because that's really what's happening. That's what we're doing. We are integrating our work activities and our life activities at all times and in all places. We're doing so from anywhere at any time. We are connected and networked to work, family, and friends 24/7. But I would venture to estimate that at least a third of what we call work takes place away from the office. The key to understanding and leveraging this trend of work-life integration, I think, is individualization. Now, individualization, I think, is being driven by a convergence of trends, all of which enhance personal autonomy. My decision, I will determine economic trends towards self-reliance, people realizing that they're on their own. They're self-dependent. Cultural trends towards self-definition. I am me. I am who I say I am. I will not fit into your box. In education, we now have tailored learning, where I think the college town, frankly, is obsolete, because people are going to be learning in the future where they want, what they want, and when they want. They're going to tailor their education to the individual. In employment, the trend is towards self-management. Individuals responsible for their own professional training, their retirement, their health care. That's the trend there. Again, individualization. Do you know there are some cable systems now that have what's called distributed advertising, where they are sending different commercials to different households in the commercial break, depending on the information they have about their demographics or their buying history. They're getting different commercials for different products. That's new. That's amazing. Individualized. But people do want to be regarded and treated as individuals, and they do respond favorably to individualized treatment, whether as consumers, employees, clients, colleagues, or associates. Now, you might be wondering, are there potential conflicts between individualization and equal treatment of all? And the answer is yes. Of course there are potential conflicts. But I think the solutions are flexibility and choice for consumers and clients, and an ethic of teamwork for colleagues. Then I ask you, how well do you really know your own consumers? Maybe not as well as you think, and maybe not as well as you need to know them. There are gaps between the way consumers say they behave and the way retailers and suppliers believe they behave. For example, quality is ranked as a main reason for buying a brand by about 80% of consumers. But 2/3 of retailers think price is more important to consumers than quality. Consumers say no. Consumers say quality is more important than price. On the other hand, more than half of retailers say loyalty is a main reason consumers select a brand. But only about 20% of consumers themselves say it is. More than half of retailers, only 20% of consumers say loyalty is an important factor. And we see the same disconnect in area after area. How about green products, ecological qualities? Are they an important factor in a brand selection? 1/3 of retailers think so. Only 20% of consumers agree. How about packaging? Packaging is cited by 17% of retailers as a main influence. Only 8% of consumers agree. Advertising is cited by 28% of retailers as a main factor in brand purchasing decisions. Only about 10% of consumers say that it is. The more you know about your consumers, the more specific you can individualize and discover these clusters that exist in your business. And then you can devise strategies to reach out to them, to communicate with them, engage them, ask them questions, talk to them. As for the stores themselves, I see large infusions of technology coming down the pipe, right around the corner. This will include automation, robotics, virtual assistants, vending machines, touch-screen kiosks, self-service checkouts, and digital signs. I would equip associates with handheld devices with which they can offer consumers information, services, instant coupons, and rewards. Online shopping? Absolutely. In fact, all retailers must integrate their in-store and online spheres. The more extensive the integration, the greater the benefits that will accrue to retailers, suppliers, and consumers. The consumer does not see your separate silos, if you have them. And don't forget to enhance your mobile and social media profile. Those are exploding. They're not just fads, and they're not just the kids. I mean, of course, the majority of kids are on them, but the fastest growing segment of mobile users are seniors, actually. Well, success there hinges on teamwork, trust, ethics, and the ability to break into song at all times. You see, business is performance. So get out there and break a leg. And thank you for your time and attention today. Well, the question was, when we're all online and looking at our mobile devices, and I bet you've all had the experience that I have, that you've been at a dinner and sitting at a table, around a table, where every single person is looking at a mobile device and not looking at the people around the table. It's quite amazing. But I'm going to say that in that world, which we live in, the personal interaction, the personal service becomes more important, more recognized, is having store associates with handheld devices. So when they're going around the store and they're interacting with consumers, they have handheld devices which they can give information, give coupons, give rewards, and give that personal service. I'm saying you've got to combine You have to have personal service with a high-tech twist. Have you heard about this? Gourmet restaurants and food providers going around in with these trucks, which used to be just greasy spoons for day workers. Well, now you have gourmet food being dealt out of the back of a truck, and it's not cheap, but it's chic, and it's good, and it's quality, it's fast, and they're driving around town, and you know how people find out where they are? With tweets, with Twitter. The trend is that there is no one trend. What we seem to be doing now is throwing a lot of experiments out there in the marketplace and seeing what works. And what takes grows for a while until it doesn't, and then it has to change. That sounds, maybe I'm avoiding but it is a dilemma. It's one of the unexpected, underappreciated, underemphasized trends of these decades. That the growth is occurring in the suburbs and in the rural areas. It's not in the cities. The stories you've read about.